up, world? It's your boy Filochko here. You know that American dude with the incredible mood? That's me. And today I'm hanging out with my friend
Marina.
and we're gonna make part 3 of my common mistake kind of video playlist. I made 2 videos earlier. I think the last video I made called Common Mistakes, which was part 2, because remember this is part 3. That was back in New York. It was like, I think it was June of 2014. So here goes part 3. We're gonna work on 3 different things and you're gonna help us out, aren't you?
Yes.
Alright, excelente. Tell them a little about yourself before we start.
I don't know what to say.
Alright, perfect. So let's get to the video. Now, the first common mistake we want to get to is this whole on English thing. Can you explain the whole on English thing and why Russians say on English, on Russian?
Because in Russian, we are always using на русском. So на is on. So that is why people are using on when they're telling about the languages. They're speaking like on Russian, on English, on Chinese, and blah blah blah.
On.
But in fact, they should use in English.
In English. So they should use the word in then the language they're speaking about. Okay, so right now, what language are we speaking? We are speaking blank English. We are speaking in English. That is a proper way to say it. You don't want to say on English. You don't want to say on Russian. You don't want to say on Portuguese. You want to say in Portuguese, in English, in Russian, in German, in whatever language you know. You speak in a language, not on a language. Pravda?
Правда.
Конечно. So if I wanted to say in Russian, on a wing, I would say na крылья. All right, see, I'm learning a little bit here. And you guys are too. So let's get to the second thing. And the second thing we're going to get to for today is, how do you say advice in Russian? Advice.
Совет.
Soviet is how you say advice in Russian. Now, is there a way to say Soviet plural in Russian?
Yes, советы.
Sovieti. Now, because of this, a lot of Russians feel that they can use the word advice in a plural way too by adding an S. Can you say advices?
No.
No, you can't say advices. It's always just advice. So if you're one of those people who say, he gave me good advices, that is incorrect. Have you ever heard someone try to say that in English?
Yes.
See-
Many times.
Okay, so give an example of how to use advice properly in a sentence. When it's a big amount and give one when it's a small amount.
If it is a small amount, you can say a piece of advice or little advice.
Oh, both work.
Yes. But you cannot say many advices or just a big advice. Something.
Right, okay.
Advice.
So you don't want to say, he gave me a lot of advices, he gave me a few advices. No, it's if it's a small amount, he gave me a piece of advice, or he gave me a little bit of advice. Or if it's a lot, you can say, he gave me a lot of advice. He gave me a lot of advice. He told me a lot of useful things. He gave me a lot of advice. So no, some advices, some people even count the exact number. He gave me 6 advices. No, no. He gave you 6 pieces of advice. 4 pieces of advice. 5,000 pieces of advice. But that is how that works. Now for the last one. Do you remember the last one?
Cereals.
Cereals. Now, a lot of people have asked me, Phil, what is your favorite cereal? My reply was always this.
Cookie Crisp, Captain Crunch, breakfast of the champions. Lucky Charms, stay on.
But what they meant to ask, I mean, saying cereal isn't improper, but to the American ear, the first thing most of us is going to think of is breakfast cereal.
Yeah.
You know, like, what kind of breakfast cereal do you have here
In Russian
Russia?
it's хлопья.
Chlopia? Okay, what kind of chlopia you have? You have Cookie
Nesquik.
Crisp, you have Nesquik, you have Cookie Crisp, you have,
Something Cosma with stars.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
but I remember Cookie Crisp because that's one of my favorite. You guys don't have Captain Crunch. No, you don't have that. You don't have Kellogg Frosted Flakes, but okay. But when you say cereal, most Americans are going to think of the breakfast food. You know, you put the food in, then you add milk. That's what we think cereal is. So basically, if you want to know about which cereal I like the most when it comes to the television, you want to say, what is your favorite TV show? What's your favorite TV show? Now, some Russians think TV show is like
TV series.
only reality. Only reality stuff. It's like, that's not a TV show, it's a serial. Reality is TV show. Everything else is serials. But no, they're all TV shows. They can all be called TV shows, whether it's like what's that show called where one person has a lot of money, one person has a small amount of money, and they travel the world. It started in Ukraine. I'm surprised you don't know this because every Russian person knows this show. One person gets like only $100, the other person gets like a lot of money, and they have to try to do the same thing. Oh, people are going to be mad at you in the comments. But yeah, that's even a TV show. More specifically, it's called a reality show, but it's still a TV show. In common slang, we call all of these things on TV that has more than one episode, TV shows. So I can say I hate reality TV shows. That's absolutely fine.
And what about TV series?
TV series, you can say television series, yeah, but it sounds so formal for no reason. Like, there's no reason to be that formal. Just say TV show. So one of my favorite TV shows, well, it used to be, I don't know if any of you guys are gonna know it. It was Martin, the PJs, man, Everybody Hates Chris. You know, stuff like that. I don't think any of you guys know that. No, they know Everybody Hates Chris. Game of Thrones. I don't know. I'm not really into the Game of Thrones, really. I don't know. I did like Breaking Bad. That was a good TV show. Breaking Bad was awesome. I started to watch How I Met Your Mother. I didn't finish. I did start watching Big Bang Theory, but I never really finished. But it was very good, very funny. And so, yeah, those are some of my favorite TV shows. Give us one of yours.
As I told. The Game of Thrones. Sometimes I'm watching The Walking Dead.
Oh, Walking Dead.
What else?
Grimm. Oh, Grimm is.
So.
She has a British kind of accent. So.
American Horror Story.
You pronounced that very well. Because for a second, I thought you said American Horror Story. If you don't know the difference between horror and horror, I made a video about it 2 videos ago. So check my channel. It's how to pronounce. It was horror versus horror, hour, and something else. But you got and horse. Yeah, you gotta go to that video. Check it out. So that's basically it, people. Those are 3 common mistakes. We say in English, in Russian. We say advice. We never say advices. And it's TV show, not cereal, because I'm gonna think Cookie Crisp, Captain Crunch, Breakfast of the Champions, right? So that's basically it. That's the end of the episode for today. I hope you liked it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned new stuff. Be sure to add me, vk.com/Veloczko. That's me. But more importantly, subscribe to my YouTube page to see all my videos. Anything you want to say?
I don't know. No.
I'm cute. That's it. Well, what does the guy say at the end of the video?
Don't be racist.
There you go.
And don't be racist.
So don't be. That is his catchphrase.